In the late 1800s, the Philippine Revolution was in full swing, and the Filipino forces were determined to rid their country of Spanish colonial rule. In the small town of Baler, a group of Spanish soldiers had barricaded themselves inside a church, refusing to give up to the relentless Filipino assaults. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned, the Filipino soldiers refused to back down. They launched direct assaults on the church, trying to dislodge the Spanish troops from their stronghold. But the thick walls and towers of the church provided an impregnable fortress, and the Spanish soldiers held firm. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. But the siege of Baler dragged on. The Filipinos tried everything they could think of, from cutting off the Spanish soldiers' food supplies to launching surprise attacks. But the Spanish soldiers remained defiant, their determination unbroken. As the months went by, both sides began to suffer. The Spanish soldiers were weakened and depleted, and the Filipinos were frustrated and impatient. But neither side would give up, and the siege of Baler became a battle of wills. The Filipino soldiers refused to accept defeat. They were driven by a deep desire for freedom and independence, and the siege of Baler became a symbol of their unbreakable spirit. They launched a final assault on the church, determined to drive out the remaining Spanish troops. In a fierce battle, the Filipinos overpowered the Spanish soldiers and forced them to surrender. The siege of Baler had lasted for over 300 days, but the Filipino soldiers emerged victorious. The last of the Spanish troops had been driven out of the Philippines, and the country was finally free from colonial rule. The Siege of Baler remains one of the most remarkable examples of Filipino bravery and determination in the fight for independence. It was a testament to the courage and strength of the Filipino people in the face of incredible odds. The story of the Siege of Baler serves as an inspiration to this day, a reminder of the power of the human spirit to overcome even the most daunting challenges.